Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. My channel is geared toward a new man and woman who's never been to the Philippines before, but who's interested in coming here, for a visit, slow vacation, or to rejuvenate. My 11 years of being affiliated with the Philippines doesn't make me an expert. If I ever come off as a know-it-all, I want to apologize because I'm just trying to be helpful. But it does offer me a unique perspective, and I like to share that with the new man and woman, or anybody really, if it can benefit you, if it can make your trip here more enjoyable, and above all things, safer. I'm boots on the ground here. I'm right in the center of all this. I'm not around the edges like a lot of these other vloggers that you see talking about the Philippines and living in these fancy towers in Manila and Cebu. I live among the locals. And I'm always going to give you the nitty-gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing, and what I'm living. I'm never going to sugarcoat that, and it's not going to start today. I want to give a special shout out to my new viewers and subscribers because I've had a bunch over these last week and a half. And I want to thank you for stopping by today. The other day when I did my video and I asked some of you guys to participate with, the 0 through 4, which category are you in? And I said, I appreciate your cooperation because it's going to help me with some of my content going forward. And that's going to start today because what I've decided to do, I'm going to do a video on each category from 0 to 4. 0 being the Joe who is still searching. He hasn't found his Filipina yet. So this first one could be for you. This is dedicated to you. Now, it's not the 0 that's a John, because I can't tell the John anything. He's smarter than me. He knows more about the Philippines than I do. He doesn't need any help. He's got a college degree. More than likely, he owns his house, and he's got money in the bank. And he's been over here several times, He knows what he wants. He knows how much it's going to cost, and he knows where to get it. So I'm going to talk to the Joe, the 0 that's a Joe, who's still looking earnestly for love. And the best way I can do it, because guys, listen to me. We have to look after each other's best interests. Just like the Filipina has a support group, I come to you on these videos from a place of brotherhood, from a place of support. So we have to look after each other. And the best way to do that is let you in on some of the secrets of these women over here. They're more than meets the eye. Okay? So what I'm going to talk about today is 6 Filipina secrets that every foreigner should know before you start dating them. Okay, number 1, Filipinos are tough, man. I mean, you gotta be tough over here to make it in this society. This is a dog-eat-dog world, survival of the fittest. And not only do they make it, but they thrive over here. They run a lot of stuff over here. And they got an edge about them that they'll cut you in half with it before you even know what happens. See, but what you need to watch out for is when you come over here for your first time for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, that you don't dull that edge. Because they need it to survive here. But what we'll do, we'll come over here and we'll spoil them for that 2 weeks. We'll show them a life that they never even knew existed. And then when we leave after 2 or 3 weeks, we dug the edge. Now they don't want to go back to that job that they're making 150, 200 pesos a day. Now they don't want to live in the Kubo, or they don't want to live with their mother anymore because they've gotten comfortable with that aircon hotel or Airbnb or whatever it is that you put them up in for that 2 weeks. So be careful, guys, when you come over here. But Filipinos are tough. They're not these submissive, weak women that they've been made out to be. And they're going to shock you. They're going to surprise you. So number 1, they're tough. Number 2, Filipinos are control freaks, man. And what we do is, we mistake being clingy for being controlling. See, they're controlling. And when you think they're being clingy, they really are just trying to find out every single thing about you. See, now you're going to see in the next one that they're not going to tell you anything about them, but they want to know everything about you. They want to know eventually, hey, they'll say something like, hey, let's exchange passwords on Facebook. They're going to want your passwords to everything, because if you don't give it to them, you don't love them, you don't trust them. But they're control freaks. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't believe me, I'm boots on the ground over here. I'm watching it. Man, these women, they will henpeck the heck out of you. Especially these Filipino men over here. When they get paid, the woman's there. Give me that pay card. Okay? If you don't come home at a certain time, the woman is going to look for you. And God only can help you if she finds you in one of these bars somewhere, drinking, one of these ladies' clubs, posted up with some other woman. But they will henpeck you over here. They henpeck the men over here. They run everything. Remember, they run everything over here. They're control freaks. So that's number 2. Be on the lookout for that, guys. You probably didn't know that. You probably thought, she's clingy, No. She's controlling. Number 3 is they're sneaky, man. Filipinos are sneaky, and if they don't want you to find something out about them, you will never find out about them. And I mean, they had stuff, man. Past relationships, pregnancies, abortions, marriages, some of the bad stuff, But they will, I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, I'll give you an example. When our son was born in 2012, and the doctor came out to talk with me and her mother, the mother thought that the daughter was a virgin. And the doctor was like, nah, your daughter's been sexually active for a long time before she met Calvin. But they're very, very sneaky, man. And you have to be careful, guys. And the only way you're going to see through that and break through that is time. Okay? Or another way, a quicker way is, remember, go around their family and their friends. Because although Filipinos are sneaky, Filipinas and Filipinos, they cannot keep a secret. So if you go around their family and friends, eventually they're going to tell whatever it is she's had, and I'll give you some pertinent information, but that's number 3. She's very sneaky. Number 4, Filipinos are vain. See, when I came over here in 2009, they wasn't as vain as they are today. They were a lot more humble, but when you got the whole world telling you how beautiful you are, man, I tell you what, my woman, man, 4 or 5 times a day, she's looking in the mirror. There's nothing, wrong with trying to be neat, look your best, but no. Being vain is just staring into the mirror, okay? Fixing your hair 3 or 4 times, your makeup, your eyebrows. There's a reason why they call this the selfie capital of the world. There's so many selfies taken in the Philippines that is considered the selfie capital of the world. These women are very, very vain. And, what can you expect, guys? When the whole world is telling you how beautiful you are, eventually you're going to start believing it. Okay? Filipinos eat a lot. Number 5. They eat a lot. And you wouldn't expect that. When you look at these little bitty women, because most of Filipinas, they're petite and they're small framed, and you're thinking, oh yeah, I can take her and I can give her a Jollibee meal and that's going to be it. No. Filipinos eat, and they eat all day long, and they eat a lot. And you always wonder, where is this food going? But what I found out is, see, Filipinos, man, they're in great shape because just going about their daily activities of living, they're losing a lot of weight. They walk a lot, they're washing clothes, they're doing a whole lot of stuff. But Filipinos eat, and when you take them out, they're going to be all prissy and, give me the fork and the knife. But when you get them home, it's hands. They're eating with hands and feet, man. And they're chomping their food, and yeah, it's going to shock you. So number 5 is Filipinos, they eat a lot. You'll see it. And that's why, a friend of mine emailed me the other day. He said, don't you realize, man, that these women over here, they age bad? He said, a lot of them get big when they get older. And that's because they're not as active as they are, and they can't lose all that calories that they're eating during the day. But that's number 5. And number 6 is this. This is a good one. Filipinos are smart, man. They can do so many things well. And what I figured out is, since I've been over here, see, a lot of things we pay for in the West, they can't pay for. They have to do it themselves. So if you need a massage, They know how to do that. Okay, anything that has to do with gadgets and computers and different things like that, they know how to do it. Any kind of software but my woman in here, man, she does everything well. She's a bookkeeper, man, and I mean, it's very, very impressive. Filipinos are very smart. They do a lot of things well, guys. And then I'm gonna give you one more, okay? Because I'm looking out for your best interest. Number one is, and you would never expect this, because when you see Filipinos, they're cool, calm, and collected. You know, there's not one hair out of place. There's, you know, not one wrinkled shirt. They're passionate, man. They're very, very passionate. They will set the bedroom on fire. And you look at them, you won't even know that. You be thinking like, man, you know, I'm gonna have to teach her this, teach her that, show her this, show her that. No. She is passionate, and they're taught. It's crazy because, see, they're taught even in school not to show, you know, no PDA in public, no public displays of affection. But man, you know, once she loves you, once she falls in love with you, and she has chosen you, you're her man. Oh man, they're as passionate as they come. They want to hold your hand. Man, my girl, man, walks with her arms around me in public, man, and I be like, man, you know, because I'm reserved. I'm one of them guys. I'm like a gentleman in the street, but a freak in the sheets, you know. So, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, cool down, calm down. But they're very passionate, man, and that's something good. So there you have it. That's my video for the zero. The Joe who's still looking, man. Look, listen to this video, man. Go through that, you know, list. They're tough, man. They're tough as nails. You gotta be tough over here to make it. Not only do they make it, they thrive, and they got an edge about them, and it cut you in half before you knew what happened. But when you come over here, don't dull that edge, because when you leave, they're gonna need it. Don't dull it, and then she don't want to go back to the job. Okay. Number two is they're control freaks, man. They're gonna want to henpeck you. But what we do is we mistake that for being clingy. Nah, She wants to know every detail of your life, but she's not gonna tell you anything, because remember I told you she's sneaky. And whatever they want to have from you, you will never find it out unless time will tell and her family will tell, because they're sneaky. But guess what? They can't keep a secret either. So go around the family, go around the friends if you want to find something out about them. Okay, Filipinas, they eat a lot. They eat a lot, man. I mean, you'll be shocked. They're small, they're petite, they're thin, but man, they will eat you out of house and home. Okay? They're vain. They're very vain. When the whole world tells you how beautiful you are, pretty soon you start believing it. So you better have enough mirrors in your house. All right? They're smart, man. They're as smart as they come. They do so many things well. There's not much that they can do, because what we pay for in the West, man, they have to do for themselves. So if you need a massage, man, she can do it. You want your hair cut, they can cut hair. Makeup, it doesn't matter. Computer, something wrong with your gadget, they know how to fix it. Okay? And one bonus, man, is they're passionate, man. They're ladies in the street, calm, cool, and collected, and freaks in the sheet. All right, so thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you're in America, I know it's very, very late. You're already in the bed. I hope you were able to help somebody. So I'm going to speak to your subconscious mind. When you get up in the morning, you go out and get your early morning cup of coffee and your newspaper, and you see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's about 4 o'clock, so you still have some time to find somebody to help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.